everyone, and welcome to the regional playoff version of Friday Night Huddle. I'm Brian Smith, along with Connor Real. Connor, 10 area schools vying for a region title between today and tomorrow.
Yes.
6 available total. What a game tonight out at the beach to start it off.
What a game tonight in the beach. Also, I think this is our first ever Saturday edition of the Friday Night Huddle.
Technically it is, yeah.
Really exciting, but not quite as exciting as that beach showdown that you were talking about. It's a rematch. It's beach versus beach, and this game delivered, B. Smith. We're going to pick it up 14-14, very end of the third quarter. Green Run going to get a stop here on third down, which means they'll get the ball back from Salem. But first, the whole game stops. The power's out. The lights went out at Green Run. We had about a 15-minute delay. The crowd kept the vibes high, and the Stallions fed off of that. Lights are back on 3 plays later. Beautiful run right through the open hole. Tristan Williams going to score, which means it's 21-14. Green Run going to get the ball back. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. That's a 4th and 3. They go for it to try to seal the game. They don't get it, which means Salem has a shot to tie this thing up late in the fourth quarter. They're going to give the ball to Willie Moore. 2 touchdowns in the first half for Moore. Looks like he's almost going to break a third here. Literal shoestring tackle means it's 4th and goal for Salem coming up. Their last chance to force overtime. Not quite able to connect. So Green Run are your region champions. Coach Brandon Williams and his Stallions are headed to the state tournament. And look, sometimes you're just too excited for an interview.
We're moving on. Another week. So we got to be thankful.
We got to get Hunter and Madison to do that for us.
That would be pretty cool.
At the end. Could you guys prepare yourself for some cheering? Thank you.
Can I use the famous pun? Green Run really did play lights out tonight.
100%.
Literally.
I like that.
Man, in Class 5 Region B finals, Maury Commodores continue their machine-like course coming into tonight. They were unbeaten, taking on Kings Fork, who was in their path. Things deadlocked at 7-0 in the second quarter. Commodores, Tayshawn Branch going in from a few yards, and they'll take a 14-7 lead. But hold on, the Bulldogs answer. DeAndre Artis Boone, all 3 of his names, connects with Jamel Mackey. He does the rest, 50-yard touchdown. We're tied at 14-all. Maury would retake the lead before the break. Torrey Newkirk, dump pass to Branch, that is. He's in from about 30 yards, 21-14 at halftime. Third quarter now, Newkirk figures, let me just do this myself. He's in from 2 yards, 28-14 advantage. One more, I love his nickname, Leon Fatman Clark. He'll go right side. Commodores moving on to the state semis, 38-14, your Region B champs.
Oscar Smith hasn't lost since last year's playoffs to Highland Springs. Today, in the Class 6 Region B championship game, a shot at redemption. Pick it up, 7:30 to play in the second quarter. Got to get a little playoff Tiger cage going. And Tyjae Curtis is just going to kind of dance through the defense here. Tough to bring down, B. Smith. He gets all the way to the goal line, tripped up, but no worries. Brandon Nesbitt would score a couple plays later at 7-0 Oscar Smith. This time through the air. Lonnie Andrews going to go over the top of the defense to Alvin Jones. Beautiful toss. Again, tripped up right before the end zone. But again, Brandon Nesbitt is here to finish off the drive.
That's what he does.
14-0. Now, Oscar Smith's defense was stingy today. They get the stop and then the punt block. That is recovered by the Tigers' Jaden Dabbs. Once again, it's Brandon Nesbitt for the touchdown. 28-7 is your final. Tigers back in the state tournament.
Now, as for Class 2 Region A, Poquoson trying to move a step closer to the state semis. They were hosting King William out of the Richmond area. L.A. Duty and his guys were up 27-0 at halftime, then up 33-zip on the Cavaliers. And just kind of adding to it, Austin Conley, one of those leaders of that running game, gets a first down inside the 10-yard line for the Islanders. That would set up this 5-yard run by you-know-who, Conley. They go up 40-0. They would force a pair of second-half fumbles like this by the Cavaliers. They would shut them out 40-0. They are your Class 2 Region A champs.
This is what you work for. Games like tonight, you see the kids be successful. You see them go out there and get that trophy, and then we go move on to next week, and we're in the Final Four. And now we got to focus next week and be prepared next week when we play.
And in Class 3 Region A final, unbeaten Lafayette, top seed, taking on Norcom. The running games were definitely taking charge early for both these teams. Greyhounds, first series that they were led by Penn State commit Matthew Alton. Breaks off a nice run, but no points. Rams doing it with defense, though. Norcom on a 4th and 16 deep in Lafayette territory. It's picked off by Sebastian Nix. Tyree Wilson would get in a nice run for a first down. It led to a field goal. They are your region champs with a 33-6 win and advance to the state semis. Got to mention tomorrow, one game left. Hampton taking on Phoebus Saturday at high noon. It happens from Darling Stadium. Class 4 Region A championship. Phantoms won the regular season matchup 37-3.